The second prince's carefully laid plans had been foiled by the hidden prince. Seething with anger, the second prince brooded over how Raymond had disrupted his scheme. He muttered insults at Raymond, frustrated that his plan had been ruined. Still, he remained composed, standing from his gilded chair and gazing out of a large panoramic window. The second prince decided he would have to keep a closer eye on Raymond, comparing him to a pet that had become too unruly. Back at the Bellin clinic, Raymond treated an uncomplicated patient while reflecting on his conversation with Count Augustus. A surge of joy swept through him as he realized that after 5 long years, the opportunity he had been waiting for had finally arrived. With a clenched fist, he silently celebrated the fact that he could now take the healer's qualifying exam. Tears of joy welled up in his eyes as he thought of how close he was to becoming a real healer and doctor at the Bellin clinic. However, whispers filled the clinic. The other healers and students gossiped about how Langs had been expelled because of Raymond. They speculated on how Raymond had managed to cure both Princess Sophia and Count Augustus's son, with some dismissing it as mere luck. One healer reminded the group that it was impossible to be lucky 3 times in a row, acknowledging that, strange as Raymond's method was, it clearly worked. 2 other healers reacted with shock and anger, dismissing the technique as pseudoscience. But the first healer stood firm, reminding them that the king himself had recognized the technique as legitimate. The other healers scoffed, claiming the king's paternal feelings must have clouded his judgment. Rumors spread that Raymond would be taking the exam to prove the effectiveness of his medical technique, but many doubted he would pass. Hansen, overhearing the conversation, felt disheartened by how little faith they had in Raymond. A few days later, the day of the qualifying exam arrived. Healers and apprentices gathered together, sitting on long wooden benches in the examination hall. Raymond and Hansen found seats next to each other. Raymond, brimming with confidence, had no doubt that he would pass the exam. After all, he had waited 5 years for this moment. Nearby students whispered among themselves, pointing at Raymond and calling him the hidden prince. They gossiped that, since Raymond was below F-rank, he shouldn't even be eligible for the exam, insinuating that his special privileges came from saving Princess Sophia. Hearing the students' remarks, Raymond's confidence wavered, and panic gripped him. What if he failed? The shame would be unbearable. Doubts clouded his mind, and he questioned whether he would ever have such a chance again. Sensing Raymond's nerves, Hansen tried to distract him by asking what he planned to do after passing the exam. Raymond, distracted from his worries, admitted that he hadn't really thought beyond the exam itself. His wishes were simple and even silly, he just wanted to eat meat.